Hi, Netmi, shall we get started?
Yes, sir.
So did we discuss the types of franchise businesses?
Yes, sir. We completed the table.
Completed, right? Okay. So as you know, Netmi, there are three types of franchise businesses. Starting from the product franchise, I would say, right? So product franchise. So we have product franchise, right? So we do have product franchise. Correct. So we do have product franchise where the franchisor. Now, who is the franchisor? Who is the franchisor?
The franchising company.
Yeah, no, the person who is giving you the authority to use their brand and the product, right? So in that case, franchisor will provide the finished good. You don't have to do anything, right? You don't have to process the good. You don't have to do the manufacturing part. So it's totally done from the franchisor's end, right? So that's what, when you come to the product franchisors, so franchisors such as that the franchisee receives the authorization to purchase good from the franchisor with their brand. The best example is the IOC fuel station, right? Because every fuel station, like either it's, LAF or IOC or the Sipetco, right? Because why? If you also have a proper place, proper space, along with the required investment, we can also start a IOC fuel station. So where they will give you the authority to use the IOC logo and their product. So it's belong to product franchise. And the next one is something like the manufacturing franchise, right? So whereas the franchisor will give you all the, like the ingredients or the materials. So where you have to do the production. So for example, like Coca-Cola and Pepsi here in Sri Lanka, they do the manufacturing, right? So all the factories situated in Biagama or in Malvan area. So they do the manufacturing process here. The business format franchises. So this is where the franchisee receives permission to carry on the business following the franchise's product. So this is what we talk about a lot, especially like all the fast food companies like, the McDonald's, the KFC, Pizza Hut, right, Burger King. So all the companies. So they are the franchisor, and in Sri Lanka, there will be a company who is, doing the operations. Correct. So these are the three types of franchise businesses. And today, guys, we are moving to the advantages. I would say like the benefits. Because guys, now talking about the benefits, we have so many benefits here, right? So what I'm telling you, guys, it has both ways, right? So benefits in terms of the franchises. So franchisor will receive a lot of benefits. At the same time, there will be some, disadvantage for the franchise as well. So franchisee as well get a lot of, I would say, advantages, at the same time, disadvantages as well. So that's what we had to talk about, the both sides, right? They are the franchisor and the franchisee. Correct. So we'll come to that part. Right now, first we'll talk about the benefits point of view. So benefits to franchisor and benefits to franchisee. Guys, so now can we please divide the page into two, as you can see here, right? So what you can do is, so here you can write franchisor, right? franchisor, here franchisee. Franchisee, right? Franchisor, the franchisee. And then you can write here advantages. Advantages. And here limitations or disadvantages. I would say limitations or disadvantages, right? Happy. එනම් දැන් මේ box එක මොනවද එන? Advantages to the franchisor. So having this kind of a business, what sort of advantages to the franchisor? And this box represent, advantages to the franchisee. And this box represent limitations to franchisor. And this box represent limitations to franchisor. So we have to discuss the both sides. Well, so shall we first come to the franchisor's point of view? Franchisor. So let's see, by giving you the authority. Now imagine, let me, you are a franchisor. So you have a well-built brand over the time. And now in order to expand the business, you are giving the authority to someone else to do the business, using your brand name and the product. So let's see what sort of advantage that you are getting. Right? Now first, listen well. I'll give you the time to write. So first, listen well. Right. So coming to the benefits or the advantages side. Now franchisor. So let me, you are getting the chance to expand the business without further investment. This is something a cool feature, right? Ability to expand the business without further investment. And ability to share the cost of advertising with the franchisee. Because why? When you are advertising, you can tell the franchisee, you also get the benefit, right? So then please contribute for the advertising expenses. So you can share the cost, which is good thing. And ability to obtain returns from the investment of the franchisee. Because you are not going to invest. Franchisee is the person who is going to invest, who is providing the capital for this business. So you are in a position to expand your business without any investment. And also you are in a position to get the return out of the investment. Because why? You will be paid the royalty fees and the initial payment will be there. In order to get the franchise agreement, franchise will have to pay an initial payment. Now, for example, for the Burger King, in order to operate Burger King in Sri Lanka, SoftLogic, right? So SoftLogic is a franchisee. They have to pay initial payment to get the business to Sri Lanka. And then every month, they will have to pay the royalty fees based on the profits they earn. So which means you are getting returns, someone's investment, which is a good thing. And to obtain spontaneous returns with the franchisee's efficiency, yes. So if the franchise is doing a good job, you're also getting all the benefits, so which is a good thing. So you take the advantage of the franchisee's, efficiency, right? And being nourished by the franchisee, I would say, right? So you get all the benefits there. Well, so moving to the, I would say, franchisee. So let's say, let me, you are the franchise and I'm the franchisee, right? So I'm the franchisee. So let's see what sort of a benefits I'm getting. Ability to acquire large market niche from the goodwill of the franchisor. Because let me, you have built a good kind of a reputation, a brand over the period. So a lot of people knows about this brand. So then I don't have to build a business from the scratch. So what I mean by that? From the beginning. Because it's very difficult from the, I would say, the initial stage. You have to, build a good reputation, a good name, right? A good image about a company. So then all the customers will attract. But here it's already established, already reputed brand name. So I just have to start the business. And even people do not know that. right? So they think, it's the Burger King. That's the Burger King. There's a Burger King in USA, Burger King in Australia, Burger King in other countries. They think that's the same. Yes, it's the same, but it's conducted by a different party, right? So you get that benefit. And decline the tendency of the unsuccessful. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට මේක unsuccessful වෙන්න තියෙන chance එක අඩුයි. මොකද මේක well established business එකක් නිසා. right? සාමාන්‍යයෙන් එහෙම ඇත්තටම අඩුයි. දැන් අපි බැලුවොත් like Pizza Hut, KFC මේ බැලුවොත් ඉතින් ගොඩක් ලංකාවේ අවුරුදු ගාණක් more than 20-25 years they have been in the operations in Sri Lanka. But there are some cases දැන් අපි බැලුවොත් ගොඩක් වෙලාවට Subway වගේ පොඩක් profits නැති වෙලා තියෙනවා. හැබැයි ගොඩක් රටවල එහෙම unsuccessful stories අඩුයි. So ගොඩක්ම success stories තමයි තියෙන්නේ. And publicity being convenient because of the popular brand name, like I explained. And able to get the management training. So NetMe, you will be providing me the required training because you are the expert person. You are the person who built this free business from the scratch. So then you are expert, then you can provide me the training. You know, how to expand the sales, how to do the management. And for example, if you're a restaurant chain, how to prepare the meals, the recipes. So all the trainings will be provided by, so either the franchisor will come to that respective country, or maybe I will have to send a team to their country to get them trained and come back here and, do the operations. And also possibility of receiving financial support. Since you are a large organization, you are well established, maybe I can get some financial support from you as well. And also ability to obtain the raw materials at a minimum price. Because why? Because franchisor has a lot of contacts and the suppliers of the franchise, because they provide for all the maybe the outlets. So in that manner, I also get the chance. Now, for example, let's say there is one supplier of, let's say, sauce, or let's say some sort of a material or ingredient. So let's say for the Burger King cheese, right? So let's say the cheese supplier for Burger King. So that's the supplier who provides cheese to all across, let's say for the Asia region, or let's say to the entire Burger King chain, right? They are the one who provide the cheese as a cheese supplier. So then I'm also in a chance to get those materials at a minimum price, because why? They provide a lot of orders. So that also one of a benefit, right? Okay, so shall we complete the provided things? So then we can come back to the limitations part of it. So here, the being nourished by the franchise, you can also tell, like, franchisor will so based on the success, right? Based on the success of the franchisee, you will get the benefit. Based on the success of franchisee, you will get benefited. Well, so with that, let's move to the limitation side of it. Right, so because every concept, there are advantages as well as limitations or the disadvantages as well. So let's see what sort of a disadvantage. Now when you say disadvantages, guys, you need to ensure that you know the limitations to the franchisor as well as franchisee. මොකද මේ concept එකේදී දෙගොල්ලන්ටම වාසි අවාසි වෙනවා. එක පැත්තකට විතරක් වාසි අනිත් පැත්තකට අවාසි වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරි, now let's move to the first one, franchisor. මොකක්ද යාර තියෙන limitation එක? The franchisee's unsuccess may affect adversely on profits. දැන් හැම franchisee success වෙන්නෙත් නැහැනේ. සමහරට franchisees doing something illegal. So franchisees doing something which impact the a good reputation of the company. දැන් හිතන්න එක franchisee කෙනෙක් දැන් ලංකාවේ හරි මොන හරි අපි හිතමු දැන් ඔය ගොඩක් cases වුණා. I think one incident happened in KFC India, one incident. So it impacted all the KFC outlets across the world. ඒ විදිහට. ඉතින් අර කොයි හරි රටක වෙන ඉන්සිඩන්ට් එකක් මොකද මිනිස්සු දන්නේ නැහැ මේක මිනිස්සු හිතන්නේ මේ KFC කියන්නේ මුළු ලෝකෙම KFC ඔක්කොම it's one brand, right? End of the day, it's a one brand, it's a one business, but it's been operated by different parties, right? එතකොට මිනිස්සු අන්න KFC එකට යන එක නතර කරනවා. Burger King එකට යන එක නතර කරනවා. Pizza Hut එකට යන එක නතර කරනවා. ඒ වගේ. එහෙනම් මේ franchisee එකේ මෙන්න මේ තියෙන ඒ unfavorable activity එකක් especially, yes, right? එයාගේ unsuccess එක ඒ වගේම some kind of unfavorable activity. දැන් හිතන්න මොන හරි අපි දැන් මේක බලමු දැන් එක මොන හරි Burger King branch එක හරි KFC එක maybe there's not good I would say customer service. එතන හැමෝම විතර අයියෝ අනිත් outlets උත් මේ වගේ, right? So it's not good place to go. Likewise. And also retention of most of the profits earned by the franchisee himself. එහෙම වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. එයා ගොඩාක්ම profits එයාගේ පැත්තේ තියාගෙන, right? පොඩි මුදලක් තමයි ඔයාලට දෙන්නේ. එහෙම වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්, right? Because maybe they are preparing accounts and maybe they are not disclosing the actual profit. දැන් හිතන්න ඔයාගේ අර royalty fee එක හදන්නේ profit එකෙන්, let's say profit එකෙන් 20%. So they can underestimate the profit, right? So in the accounting, so there could be chances they could underestimate the profit. So then your royalty fees will be, less. So likewise, there are some limitations as well. ඒ වගේම මම මෙතන add කරනවා ගොඩක් වෙලාවට business secrets. And the business secrets, business strategies will be shared. තවත් එකක්. ඒ වගේම කාලයක් ගිහිල්ලා මොකද කරන්නේ franchisee මේ agreement එකෙන් අයින් වෙලා එයාගේම business එකක් ඒ වගේම start කරන්න පුළුවන්. That is also one of a limitation, right? So අපි මෙතන ලියමු business strategies එහෙම නැත්නම් business secrets will be shared. Business secrets strategies will be shared. So ඒක මේ agreement එක නැති වෙච්ච දවසක, right? එතන impact එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. So moving to the franchisee මොනවාද? Because the franchisor retains his control. The franchisee does not get a perfect autonomy. What do you mean by that? That even though guys you have invested for this, you have to act as per the franchisor. අපි කියන්නේ franchisor කියන පදයට වාර නටන්න වෙනවා. Because end of the day it's not your business. It's not your brand name. It's something that the franchise has built over the period. ඒ නිසා අවසාන වශයෙන් ඔයාට මේ control එක අයිති වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒකද ඔයාට කැමති product මේක විකුණන්න බෑ. You have to get the permission, right? You have to do whatever the franchise is saying. So as per the franchisor's advice only, you have to do the things. ඒගොල්ලෝ කියන විදිහට ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ menu එක විදිහට ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ products තමයි ඔයා sell කරන්න. Right? So that's what. You don't get the full control. Need of incurring a greater cost to receive franchise, like I said. මං කියවනේ දැන් අර ලංකාවේ අපිට මොන හරි තාම අවිල්ල නැති franchises ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. දැන් අපි බැලුවොත් ඔය coffee shops වගේ Starbucks වගේ තාම ලංකාවට ඇවිල්ලා නැහැ. ඉතින් ඒ වගේ මේ අලුත් franchises ලංකාවට ගන්න මං කියවර එකපාර ලොකු cost එකක් ගෙවන්න වෙනවා. Right? So you have to pay a kind of a a big amount. And the possibility of profitability being an uncertain. Right? ඒ නිසා හැම franchise එකම success වෙන්නත් බෑ. Right? ඒකත් impact වෙනවා. නිසා profits කියන එක 100% sure කරන්න බෑ. Right? Because any kind of a business there is a risk. And a certain level of risk is involved because of the dependence on the goodwill on the franchisor. Right? දැන් අනිත් පැත්තෙන් franchise මොන හරි වැඩක් කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. දැන් අපි කලින් කතා කරේ franchise මොන හරි adverse දෙයක් කරොත් ඒක franchise එකට impact වෙනවා. ඒ වගේම franchisor might do something else. Right? So that impact your business as well. That also. The franchisee facing serve inconvenience because of the need of the adherence of the franchise agreement. හැමතිස්සෙම මේ agreement එක. We talk about the agreement, right? Because you need to sign the agreement prior to start the operations. So in that manner, you have to always follow the agreement. So then you may be like limited your operations. Right? හැමතිස්සෙම මේ agreement එක follow කරන්න වෙනවා. එනිසා අලුත් දෙයක් හිතන්නවට අලුත් දෙයක් කරන්න තියෙන chance එක නැහැ. You have to just continue the business as it is. Right? Correct. So please write this set of stuff. Advantages, the limitations of the franchisor as well as franchisee. Well, so with that, we are moving to our next topic, right? Our next topic is talking about business combinations. Business combinations, right? So business combinations. And under that, we'll talk about the mergers and acquisitions, right? Now, guys, this is one of a business trend as well. I hope you remember that we discussed business trends in our lesson number 1, right? For example, moving online and then doing business globally, e-commerce and business process outsourcing. So likewise, combining businesses also one of a trend, I would say. So the trend is the business field, that, rather than doing the business as two companies, if you once you join, yeah, you become a powerful organization, right? So then what does it mean by the business combination? The joining up of two or more business and engaging in business activities can be introduced as business combinations, right? So it could be a minimum two or maybe more companies joining together. That's what we simply mean by the business combination. So remember, student, this business combination can happen in two ways. What are those two ways? One thing is once we call the mergers. Make it up, amalgamation kila, the word amalgamation. Another one is the acquisition. Let me explain. I'll explain with the acquisition very easy. Acquisition kila can ek business ekak tawat business ekak purchase karna. Let's say company A purchases company B, right? Correct. හැබැයි merge වෙනවා කියන්නේ එහෙම නෙමෙයි. Right? Two or more companies are converted to a single company. දැන් මම එහෙම දෙයක් කිව්වොත් right? Example එකක් විදිහට අපි හිතමු මේ let's say SoftLogic සමාගම SoftLogic company එක Damro company එක purchase කරනවා. එතකොට Damro company එක ඒ විදිහට මේගොල්ලන්ගේ වැඩ ටික කරගෙන යනවා. Right? Only the ownership will be changed. Right? Only the ownership will be changed. Right? So SoftLogic එකේ හැමම තියෙනවා, Damro company එකේ හැමම තියෙනවා. Right? But merge එකේදී මොකද වෙන්නේ? Merge එකේදී එහෙනම් companies දෙකක් එකට එකතු වෙනවා. Right? So two or more companies converted into a single business entity. So that's what happened in a merger, I would say. Right? So first, guys, we'll write this business combinations. Right? I would say the intro part, business combinations, is right. It's a trend in the business field to act as a business combination. So here's the explanation. Joining up of two or more business and engaging in business activities can be introduced as a business combination. So please write this explanation, and it could happen in two ways, right? So then again, I'll explain later, mergers and acquisitions. So please write this. So then we'll start with the mergers. Right. So let's start with the mergers. එහෙනම් මොකක්ද merge එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ? හරි. එහෙනම් two or more companies converted into one business. එහෙනම් අපි හිතමු දැන් ගොඩක් වෙලාවට examples තමයි දැන් අපි හිතමු ලංකාවේ තියෙන Etisalat සහ Airtel. අපි හිතමු Etisalat සහ Airtel මේ දෙකම එකතු වෙලා right මේ දෙකම එකතු වෙලා එක business එකක් බවට පත් වෙනවා. එතකොට no longer we have Etisalat company as well as the Airtel. ඒ දෙකම එකතු වෙලා අපි හිතමු වෙන මොන හරි අලුත් නමකින් business එක start වෙනවා. එහෙනම් මතක තියාගන්න මේ merge එකේදී මොකද වෙන්නේ? Two or more companies are converted into a single business entity. So ඒ දෙකම නැති වෙලා එහෙනම් අලුත්ම business එකක් create වෙනවා. So that's what happened in a merger. This may be practiced as one company purchasing the assets and liabilities of another company, or where the companies will terminate all their business activities and then join up, form a new company. දැන් අපි මේම හිතමුකෝ. දැන් ලංකාවේ ටෙලිකමියුනිකේෂන් එකේ මොබිටෙල් සහ ඩයලොග් ඉන්නවනේ ඉස්සරහ. ඒතර ඒ දෙකට තරංගයක් දෙන්න තව කවුරුත් නැහැ. ලොකු තරංගයක් දෙන්න. Etisalat, Hutch ඊට පස්සේ Airtel මේක ගොඩක් ඉන්න පිටිපස්සෙන් නේද? ගොඩක්ම මාකට් ෂෙයා තියෙන ඩයලොග් and මොබිටෙල්. අපි තුමු මේ දෙකට ගේම් එකක් දෙන්න. නැත්නම් මේ දෙකට හොඳ කම්පිටිෂන් එකක් දෙන්න. අර තුන් දෙනාම එකතු වෙලා තනි කම්පැනියක් හදනවා. Right? So then maybe they can give a good competition. Right? So that's one of example for a merger. Right? So can we also please write this one team? You have to use the space provided.
Sir, in my tutor, it's already completed.
It's already completed.
Yes.
Okay, let me. Yeah, I think. Okay. Let me check. Let me reach. I think after onwards, it's already all printed, no? Yes, correct. You're correct. Right. හරි. එහෙනම් මෙන්න merge එකක්. මෙන්න අපි යනවා acquisition එකකට. Acquisition එක. මොකක්ද acquisition එකේදී වෙන්නේ එහෙනම් net මේ what happened in acquisition?
One company purchases a majority of ordinary share capital
or share capital of the other company. එතකොට ඒක දැන් හිතකොට මම අර කිව්වා වගේ SoftLogic ගිහිල්ලා Damro purchase කරනවා. එතකොට Damro company එක නැති වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ, SoftLogic එක නැති වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. They will operate as it is. හැබැයි Damro කියන company ownership එක belongs to the SoftLogic. Likewise. හැබැයි merge එකේදී මොකද වෙන්නේ? merge එකේදී ඒ ඔක්කොම නැති වෙලා එක company එකක් බවට පත් වෙනවා. Right? So that's the difference between a merge and acquisition. Right. So please highlight one company purchase majority of the ordinary shares capital from other company. Here, please highlight it will become a single entity. It will become a single entity. Right. Now, when it comes to students, business combinations through amalgamation. Now, what do you mean by amalgamation? Amalgamation can merge වෙනවා කියන අදහස, right? Here. So please write that. Right? Merge වෙනවා amalgamation, that's the same thing, right? හරි. එහෙනම් මේ business amalgamation එකක් නැත්නම් merge එකක් හරි acquisition එකක් හරි වෙන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රම තුනක් තියෙනවා. So there are three ways it could take place, right? What are those three ways? It could be a horizontal combination. It could be a vertical combination. And it could be a conglomerate combination. අපි බලමු what is this horizontal combination? The combination of two or more business engaged in a similar business activities is known as a horizontal combination. අහිතන්න ඒ කියන්නේ මේ එකම business type දෙකක්. Same nature of business. එකට එකතු වුණොත් හැබැයි එකට එකතු වීම merge වෙන්නත් පුළුවන් acquisition වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒක ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෙමෙයි. හරිද? හරි දැන් ඔන්න හිතන්න මම අර කලින් කිව්වා වගේ Etisalat company එක Airtel Hutch මේ තුනම එකතු වෙනවා. එහෙනම් ඒක මොනවාද? It's a horizontal. Why? Because it's a similar nature නේ. ඔක්කොම telecommunication providers ලා. Likewise. ඊට පස්සේ අපි හිතමු another example. අපි හිතමු one of a bank purchase another bank. එහෙනම් එතනත් same nature. ඊට පස්සේ ඔයාලට මම මේක recent examples. මේවා කො recents නෙමෙයි the kind of example, real world example. ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නා WhatsApp. And the WhatsApp purchased by Facebook, right? Facebook එක WhatsApp එක ගත්තා. ඒ වගේම Instagram. So Instagram purchased by WhatsApp. So YouTube purchased by Google. Nokia purchased by Microsoft. Skype purchased by Microsoft. Likewise. You can see, right? Because they're similar nature. මොකද අපි බැලුවොත් Instagram, Facebook කියන්නේ social media companies. එක social media company තවත් social media එකක් purchase කරා. So අන්න ඒකට අපි කියනවා horizontal. මොකද්ද horizontal කියලා කියන්නේ? Please highlight the fact, right? Combination of two more business engage in similar business activities. එක වගේ businesses, similar nature of business එකට එකතු වුණොත් අපි ඒකට කියනවා horizontal combination එකක්. අපි තමයි airline දෙකක් එකට එකතු වෙනවා ඒ වගේ. දැන් මෙතන example දීලා තියෙනවා MBSL bank එක merchant bank of PLC විතර එකතු වෙනවා කියලා. So හරිනේ ඉතින් ඔක්කොම like banking sector. ඊට පස්සේ Microsoft මෙන්න මම කියපු example එක. Microsoft purchased Nokia. ඉතින් ඔක්කොම tech companies නේ. Same. ඊට පස්සේ Fairfax Insurance with Union Assurance. ඔක්කොම insurance. DFCC with DFCC Development Bank. Right. අපි තවත් example add කරමු. Can you please add the two example I said monada WhatsApp, right? Please write. So WhatsApp purchased by Facebook. Please write. WhatsApp එක ගත්තා Facebook එකෙන්. ඒ වගේම Instagram. Insta. Right? Insta purchased by also Facebook. එහෙනම් මේ ඔක්කොම යන්නේ horizontal combination. So YouTube purchased by Google. Right, so can you please write these examples? Some more examples. right. Okay. So එතනින් පස්සේ අපි යනවා අපේ ඊළඟ type එක මොනවාද? Vertical combination. Vertical. එහෙනම් horizontal කියන්නේ similar nature business නම් සමහරට ඔයා හිතයි vertical කියන්නේ වෙනස් businesses කියලා. නැහැ. Vertical කියලා කියන්නේ මොකක්ද දන්නවද? Joining together with business units as a different stages in the production. දැන් මෙහෙම කිව්වට ඔයාලට එච්චර තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. Best thing is to have an idea about an example. මේ බලන්න. දැන් මම කිව්වොත් ඔයාට shoe manufacturing company එකක්. shoe manufacturing company එකක් leather production company එකක් එක්ක combine වෙනවා. එහෙනම් මේ එකම business chain එක නේද? මොකද සපත්තු හදන්න leather ඕනේ. එහෙනම් leather manufacturing company එකක් shoe manufacturer එක්ක join වුණොත් ඒකට අපි කියන vertical combination එකක් කියලා. තමයිද example අපි හිතමු මොන හරි plastic නැත්නම් rubber producing company එකක් මොන හරි rubber producer කෙනෙක් එක්ක එකතු වෙනවා. ඒ වගේ. ඊට පස්සේ අපි හිතමු mattress company එකක් rubber producer කෙනෙක් එක්ක එකතු වෙනවා. What else but we can get? So let's say that ඉතින් ඔන්න ඔය විදිහට like මම හිතන්නේ ඔයාලට තේරෙනවා මම මේ මොකද්ද කියන්න හදන්නේ කියලා. So the two business will be at a different stages. මම තවත් example එකක් කියන්න. අපි හිතමු furniture manufacturing company නැත්නම් Damro ඒ වගේ ආයතනයක් එක්ක timber manufacturer කෙනෙක්. ඉතින් යා කරන්නේ ලී බඩු දැව සපයන එක. wood or timber supply කෙනෙක් එකතු වෙනවා. මෙන්න මේ කියන furniture manufacturer company එකත් එක්ක. අන්න ඒ වගේ දෙයකට අපි කියන මොනවාද? vertical combination. So please highlight joining together with business units at a different stage in the production marketing process. In the same time, the same industry. Come industry එක තමයි ඉන්නේ. දැන් furniture ගත්තොත් ඒකම industry හැබැයි different stages. එක්කෙනෙක් කරනවා දැන් අපි තමු tea factory එකක්. તો tea factory එක සහ ඒ අදාළ tea supplier, right? තේ දළු සපයන අය. તો අන්න එතන vertical combination එකක්. අපි තමු restaurant එකකට vegetable supply කෙනෙක්, restaurant එකකට meat supply කෙනෙක්, seafood supply කෙනෙක්. අන්න එතන තියෙනවා vertical combination. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ මෙන්න මේ third one එක conglomerate combination එකේ මොකද වෙන්නේ? කිසිම සම්බන්ධයක් නැහැ. එහෙනම් joining together with a business that are not the same industry. හිතන්න නිකන් DSI සහ මාංචි සමාගම එකතු වෙනවා. එතන කිසිම සම්බන්ධයක් නැහැනේ. ඒ රාන්නේ වගේ. එහෙනම් එතන අපි ගන්න පුළුවන් conglomerate business එකක් කියලා. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ business දෙක අතර කිසිම සම්බන්ධයක් නැහැ. ඒතර DSI කියන්නේ shoes හදනවා, මාංචි biscuit කියන්නේ biscuit. එතකොට සපත්තු සහ biscuit අතර සම්බන්ධයක් නැහැනේ. කවුරු හරි කියයි සපත්තු දාගෙන biscuit කන්න පුළුවන් කියලා. Right? So but we don't see a kind of a there should be a relationship with the two nature or the two products, I would say. අපි තමු TV manufacturing company එකක් සහ මොනවාද? TV manufacturing company එකක් සහ what else? mattress. ඒක කවුරු හිතයි නේද? ඇඳ උඩ TV බලන්න පුළුවන් කියලා. එහෙම දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. But we don't see such a relationship. Right? එහෙනම් එහෙම කිසිම relationship එකක් නැත්නම් අපි කියන එක conglomerate business එකක් කියලා. Right. ඉතින් ඔන්න ඕකම තමයි students මෙතන බැලුවොත් ඔයාලට මේ වගේ chart එකකින් පැහැදිලි කරලා තියෙනවා. මේ බලන්න. දැන් අපි හැමෝම දන්නවානේ මොකක්ද horizontal කියන්නේ? මේ තියෙන horizontal side එක. Right? එන්න horizontal. එහෙනම් furniture manufacturer තවත් furniture manufacturer කෙනෙක් එක්ක එකතු වෙනවා. දැක්කනේ horizontal. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ අපි දන්නවානේ vertical කියන්නේ මේ පැත්තනේ. vertical. Right? Top to down. Now vertical timber supplier, furniture manufacturer, furniture seller. අන්න එතකොට මේ පැත්ත බලුවොත් දැක්කනේ එතකොට timber supplier කියන්නේ first stage ඊට පස්සේ furniture හදලා furniture seller එක්ක එකතු වෙනවා. අන්න එන අපි කියන එක vertical කියලා. දැන් ඔයාලට පේනවාද furniture සෙලයි bakery production. කවුරු හරි කියයි එහෙනම් මේ පුටු වල වාඩිගෙන bakery products කන්න පුළුවන් කියලා. රට එහෙම ගන්න බෑ. එහෙනම් හිතන්න furniture සෙල bakery production එකක් එක එකතු වෙනවා ගන්න එතන conglomerate එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. එහෙනම් ඔයාලට පේනවා මෙතන තියෙන්නේ number 3, right? Here number 3. Here number 1 and here number 2. Right? So that's what is the following මේ chart එකේ explain කරන්නේ කොහොමද business. හරි එහෙනම් මොනවද මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ? There are two things for you to remember. එකක් තමයි මොකක්ද මේ business combination. Business combination එකක් කියන්නේ ඒක merge වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්, acquisition වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. So then what is a merge? Merge නැත්නම් අපි කියන amalgamation එකක් කියලා. Merge කියලා කියන්නේ කොහොමද මේ two or more companies converted into a single company. Acquisition කියලා කියන්නේ තව කම්පනියක් වෙන කම්පනියක් purchase කරනවා. එතකොට ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ කම්පනි එකත් එහෙමම තියෙනවා. අනිත් කම්පනි එකත් එහෙමම ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ වැඩ ටික කරනවා. එකම වෙනස ownership එක වෙනස් වෙන එක විතරයි. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ මෙන්න මේ කියන merge එකක් හරි acquisition එකක් හරි වෙන්න පුළුවන් horizontal, vertical එහෙම නැත්නම් conglomerate විදියට. දැන් මොකද horizontal කියන්නේ same nature business දෙකක් එකතු වෙනවා. ඒ එකතු වීම merge වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්, acquisition වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. That doesn't matter. Vertical කියන්නේ එකම line එකේ එහෙම නැත්නම් එකම process එකේ තියෙන business එක different stages වල තියෙන business එකතු වෙනවා. Conglomerate කියන්නේ කිසිම සම්බන්ධයක් නැති businesses. Right. Okay, so with that, student, I'm not going to start the public sector business organization. Right. So what I do is did I share you the MCQ book?
No, sir.
All right. Okay. Because there are a couple of questions, guys, we need to discuss. Okay. So what I'll do is for the moment, I will share the soft copy. Right. So because it MCQ book consists of all the MCQ from all the syllabus. Right. So I will give that to you. I'll try to send you a hard copy as well, but for the moment I'll share the soft copy so you can start working on, right? So then we can discuss this question and we are in a position to, I would say, clarify all the doubts as well. Okay, so we'll start the public sector businesses next week. So with that, probably, so next week we can complete this lesson. Right, so during the week, I'll be sending that soft copy. So then we can discuss some questions as well. And I'll try to send you the hard copy as well with that. Correct. And also there is a kind of a unit test as well for this lesson. I will share that unit test as well. So then you can start working on. Right, guys. So thank you for joining and we'll see you in with the next session then.